Ah! Josh! There's a shark in the water! Got him out. Oh my gosh!
Did you see it?
Slimy?
Yeah!
Use a stick or something.
A paddleboarder captures a tense encounter when a huge orca slowly approaches and stops only a few inches from the board.
I have never ever seen anything like this.
The whale then circles beneath him before surfacing right in front of him, turning an otherwise peaceful stretch of ocean into a moment that feels both incredible and unsettling. This clip captures a tense moment off the coast of Newfoundland and Labrador as a pod of orcas trails a small wooden boat.
Which way to go?
One of the massive whales suddenly surfaces right next to the boat, creating a huge splash as it comes incredibly close. The encounter leaves everyone on board with a heart-racing, up-close view of one of the ocean's most powerful animals. Finding unusual marine life is exciting on its own, but the experience becomes even better when the discovery ends up being rare and worth a lot. That's exactly how this fishing trip turned out. This wasn't a camera trick or an optical illusion. The fisherman had actually caught a real blue lobster. What made the catch so special was its rarity, as only about 1 in every 2 million lobsters is born with this unique blue coloration.
These blue lobsters, but there's no way. They have got to be way more rare. This is the same general area where I got the blue lobster last year. My father.
While blue lobsters can be bred for display purposes, finding one naturally in the wild is extremely rare. The discovery felt almost unreal because of how uncommon it was. The lobster was identified as a female and protected under regulations, so it was safely returned to the ocean. It was a memorable encounter that the fishermen are unlikely to ever experience again. On May 12, 2023, a man was fishing from his kayak about 2 miles off the coast of Oahu when an ordinary day on the water suddenly turned into a life-threatening experience.
Ah! Tiger shark! Tiger shark ran me.
At first, he believed he was looking at a turtle, but moments later, a tiger shark suddenly attacked and tore a large chunk out of his kayak. Fortunately, he escaped without any injuries and made it back safely, though the encounter could have turned tragic in an instant. During a spearfishing trip in the Florida Keys, a man experienced a frightening encounter when something large suddenly bumped into his legs from behind. Moments later, a massive shark appeared and repeatedly rushed toward him, circling and making several aggressive passes.
Look.
The diver desperately tried to keep the shark at a distance, but it continued to stay close and wouldn't leave. In the end, the shark took the fish he had caught and then swam away. Although badly shaken by the experience, the diver was not injured and was able to make it back to his kayak safely. Seals are known for being curious and sociable animals, which is one reason they're often compared to dogs. This clip is a great example of that, as a hungry seal unexpectedly climbs onto a boat, catching the fisherman completely by surprise.
Oh, look at him. Oh my God! Wow! Is he supposed to do that? Oh my God!
Without any hesitation, the seal jumped straight onto the boat as if it belonged there. It seemed to know there were fish on board, and it wasn't wrong. The fisherman didn't mind the surprise visitor and watched in amusement as the seal made itself comfortable and happily enjoyed a meal. On July 24th, 2014, a disturbing video was uploaded showing a family enjoying a fishing trip aboard their yacht. At first, everything seemed peaceful, with calm water and a relaxed atmosphere. But as the weather began to worsen and the waves grew stronger, the outing quickly turned into a frightening ordeal that no one on board had expected. Without warning, the yacht overturned and began sinking, throwing the entire family into the ocean. As they struggled to stay afloat and held onto the flipped boat, panic quickly spread. The situation became even more frightening when a large shark appeared nearby and started circling the area. Trapped in the water with no easy escape, the family faced a terrifying wait for help. Fortunately, rescue crews arrived in time and safely pulled everyone from the water, bringing a dangerous situation to a successful end. Stories about a strange creature living in the river motivated one man to investigate for himself. He threw some food into the water, hoping to attract whatever might be below the surface. Before long, the calm water began to shift with slow, heavy movements, as though something large was rising from the depths. The man kept recording as the surface suddenly churned and splashed before becoming still once again. The footage sparked plenty of debate, with viewers divided over whether it showed a large animal or something far more unusual. On October 22, 2025, a kayak fisherman shared footage from a solo trip in the Bay Area while targeting lingcod near an offshore reef. Everything seemed routine at first, but after he bled his first catch, an unexpected event occurred that quickly turned the outing into a much more tense and unsettling experience.
Today, we're doing some live bait fishing, and it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. I'm going to see how long I can get, or how quickly I can get out there, catch a limit of lingcod, and come back right here on the beach. So right now, it is 7:42. So let's start the timer, get out there, and go catch some fish. And just like that, we're underway. So today I'm going to be using these cool new glasses I got from Bleak Up. And they're 4-in-1 sunglasses. So they're sunglasses, they're walkie-talkie.
He paddled out to the reef, lowered a live smelt into the water, and within minutes hooked a decent-sized lingcod. After bringing it in, he cleaned and bled the fish over the side of the kayak. Moments later, he looked up and was confronted with a sight that instantly turned an ordinary fishing trip into a terrifying experience.
Oh my God, a great white right here. Huge great white right here. He is just chilling, swimming in a circle here. I don't know if it's best to just stay or start moving, but I think we're gonna start moving. He's circling, that's for sure. Okay. He's just chilling right here. Look at this guy. Oh my God. Okay, I don't really like the way he's going here. Oh, that's a big shark. to get out of here. Oh, that's a big shark. Well, I'm not sure if he's following me. He was following me, not really aggressively, but he was behind me for a little while. Man, that gets your heart racing, that's for sure. I don't really want to stop to see if he's still there. But yeah, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick him up. I think you might actually see him on the camera before I saw him, because he came from over here like this, and his fin was out of the water at that point. But there's some kayakers over here. I'm gonna go kind of give him a heads up. There's a shark out here, and yeah, just think about my next move after that. Just want to give all the kayakers a heads up. Saw a shark out here. No problem. I see him out there. Thinking about it, that shark was probably drawn in because I was just that fish. And I had just put that fish in my cooler right before that shark came by. So he might have, I don't know, he definitely smelled. I don't know if he would have grabbed that fish if I had him over the edge, but yeah, I guess that's the downside to fish out here. I don't think he's following me. Probably a little bit intimidated with the size, but that shark was definitely as big, if not bigger, than my...
Without warning, a great white shark appeared and began circling the kayak. The fisherman noticed it right away, but remained calm, slowly paddling toward shallower water while hoping the shark would move on. After a tense encounter, he eventually reached a safer area and got through the situation unharmed. Watching the footage, it's easy to see how exposed he was, alone on a small kayak with a massive predator nearby. Jason Nelson and his friend were out ice fishing in Utah when they spotted something unusual trapped in the frozen surface of the lake.
Is it?
So foggy.
Alright, I'll touch it.
Okay, touch it.
Oh, did you see it?
Slimy?
Yeah!
Use a stick or something.
So, what the is it? Touch it.
Gross. Gross.
Oh, weird.
What if it's like a disease?
Scattered across a section of cloudy ice were hundreds of small, egg-like spheres, lined up in surprisingly orderly patterns. The strange objects appeared soft and jelly-like, but no one could tell whether they were frozen in place or lying dormant beneath the ice. The discovery quickly sparked debate online, with some suggesting they were eggs or larvae from an aquatic species, while others thought they might be an unusual natural formation. The mystery drew plenty of attention, leaving many people curious about what had actually been found. On December 8, 2024, a video was uploaded showing diver Wade Pappenfuss and his friend taking on a survival challenge around the Great Barrier Reef. Their goal was to travel between remote islands and catch their own food through spearfishing. To make the challenge more interesting, each person chose what the other had to hunt underwater. What began as a fun and adventurous outing between friends quickly changed when an unexpected event turned the trip into a far more dangerous situation.
Hey! Hey! Yeah, hello. It's got eaten by a shark, bro. Like proper. Bad, bro. Real bad.
Without warning, a shark suddenly struck. Fortunately, it grabbed Wade's fin instead of his leg, narrowly avoiding a much more serious injury. Realizing the danger immediately, he let go of the spear gun, which was still connected to a fish, and quickly headed back toward the boat. Looking back on the incident, Wade acknowledged that he hadn't fully appreciated the risk of keeping a catch nearby when sharks were in the area. The footage highlights just how close the encounter came to ending much differently. On July 5th, 2018, a video uploaded by the Horizon liner showed two fishermen, Jay and the channel creator, spending the day urban fly fishing in London. They were targeting bream with bread bait, and everything was going smoothly as they caught and released fish throughout the session.
Wait, trust me. He might take it again. There's another one there. Set the...
I need some more bread.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do, man. Yeah, you do. See, they'll do that. Right, give me that.
Not too much, bro. Not like that.
Okay, trust me, it'll be fine.
Oh, she's right here. He's right here.
I know.
He's so big.
All right. Drop that there. Drop that there, dude. Come on, quickly. Okay, leave it there. Dude, come on. Okay, wait. One of them's gonna go for it. Trust me, it'll be fine. Yes. I tell you when to set the hook. Yes. I tell you when to set the hook. Set it now. Yes, mate. He's got something. Yeah, boy. I told you, man. Yeah, man. I told you. Told you can do it.
Yo. Let me take that to my house. I want to cook. Let me take it to my house, please, brother.
If anyone sees you take it, they'll call the police.
No one's gonna see me. No one's watching me.
Dude,
Let me take it to my
there's
house.
people watching you right now.
No one watching me. I want to take it to my house. Let me take it to my house and cook.
You don't want to. It's
tell my mom
disgusting.
to cook, bro. What do you mean I don't want to? I want to eat that fish, bro. Let me have it.
I've got a friend who's done it before, and it's
Brother,
not.
your friend, I want to take it, bro. Stop, bro. I want to take that fish and let my mom cook and eat that.
Fish has been in.
Yeah, bro. I want to take that and eat it, bro. I'll get my mom to cook that for me, bro.
Just punch the fish's face.
Let me take that.
Right,
bro.
take a picture.
Let me take it. I'm taking it.
No, wait, he wants a picture of it.
What do you mean? I'm taking that fish, bro. I don't care. I want to eat that. We eat fish,
Mate,
bro.
put your other side.
Bro.
Yeah, but we have it's clean fish.
Huh?
Yeah. No, it's
Wait,
not.
take a picture with it, mate. It's the biggest one so far. Come
Are
on.
you giving it to me or not, bro? I'm taking that fish, bro. A lot wasting time, bro.
Why would you want it?
I'm gonna get my mom to cook.
Dude, quick,
cut
take
that up and
pictures
cook
of
it.
Is that a bird?
Huh?
That's a fish.
Oh, I thought it was a bird.
No,
Mate,
it's
come
not
on,
a bird.
come on, take a picture of it. Hold it.
Let me take it.
Wait.
I'll hold it.
He wants a picture with it. He
Bro,
caught
take a
it.
picture. I want to take that home, bro. I want to get my mom to cook that. You know that. I want to get my mom to cook that and I want to eat it.
Dude, I don't know, but I would trust him because I'm telling you, that's going to taste like shit. Your mum won't like
I
it.
don't care. We eat like that. Bengalis, they eat fish like that.
Yeah, because in your country, the water's clean and the fish is clean.
No, man, I'm taking that, bro. I don't
This
care.
is.
I don't care. I'm taking that and I'm going to get my mom to cook that and I'm going to eat it, bro.
He caught it. How do you know?
It don't matter if you caught it or I caught it, bro. I want to get my mom.
No, I'll get back.
Safe though, bro. Anyway. Tell my mom to cook that and eat. I'm going to tell her, but it's not just that ganda mas boleh. Ganda. I'm going to tell my mom to cook and eat. It's like Bangladesh. Give me a salt. Nabe. Fish is a fish, innit?
Mate, we're in London, not Bangladesh.
I'm going to get my mom to cook.
I'm saying you should put it back.
Brother, তুমি তারা রাখো আমরা বাঙালি আমরা এটা খাই মাছ দুই মুখ বন্ধ কর ভাইয়া tell him ভাইয়া we eat fish like that এটা আনতে বুঝরা না এটা বাচ্চা আইন ভাইয়া tell him
Yeah, but we're not.
I'm 25 bro you man 18
They're caught it themselves, look. We
Brother, I know they catch it. I'm telling them. Well, do you want it back? You don't want me to take it now? I want to tell my mom to cook this, cut it up, cook it, and I want to eat it.
If there's lots of people watching us right now, like even in the buildings.
There's no one watching you.
They will.
I don't care. I don't care. I want to take that and eat it.
They know me. They know him. They know all of us.
I want to take that and eat it. I don't care about if they know you or if they know me.
Is it really worth it? Do you want?
It's worth it, yeah. For me, it's worth it. I'm gonna eat it, bro.
Mate, this is out of London, not your country.
I know. So
it may be your way of doing things, but it not be the right place for you to do your
brother.
things.
Brother, I'm taking it. Is that alright with you?
What will you miss? No, it's actually not alright.
My mom's gonna cook that, cut it up and cook it. It's gonna be get. My mom's gonna slice into pieces and cook that, bro, with seasonings.
Indeed, it is. Trust me.
That's the best food. Ask this man. Ask anybody. I wanna cook that way. I love that. I wanna eat that. You know that. Mass is mass, but yeah. It's and fish is fish. Right or wrong?
Really, he looks like that. I don't know, man.
Dinosaur.
Fish just a dinosaur, bro. That's massive, bro. It's huge. It looks a bit off-fitted, so.
Look, do you know how many? Look, do you know all the worms
Because of
on
this
it?
man.
Oh. Yeah.
Look at that, man. It's like. You have to vibe a bit, innit?
Yeah, I do.
All my days, I think it's.
Hopefully, you'll be fine. Oh my god, dude.
I think the fish, mate. Lean over, I'll hold you.
I didn't. But
It's still breathing.
it's still breathing. Hopefully, it gets back to it.
He was thinking the goals.
You got tissue.
Look at the state I'm in because of them.
Let me wipe my hands on you. That's
Not
right.
me. I'm the dirty.
Your trousers dirty. Let me
Mate,
just wipe.
I'm the dirtiest
It's
one.
the fish.
Right?
Let me just wipe.
Go for it.
Love, man.
I'm the dirtiest one here. He's only making his hands worse.
Safe, my brother, yeah?
You put it back in it, done the right thing, innit? Is it already?
It's not yet,
Vibe a
but
bit, innit?
come on, move.
I think you could tell a story, innit?
What's the line?
You've done the right thing, innit?
Yeah. Plus, that thing's about 10 years old.
So what it is? And it's done, fish will remember you.
What about you?
You guys done, innit?
I just hope no one calls
bro,
like.
I'm sorry, innit?
It's alright, man. Don't worry. I just hope we don't get in trouble for this.
But the thing is, that fish could tell a story, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without any warning, a group of local men approached the fishermen and told them to leave. The situation quickly became tense when one of the men grabbed the fish and claimed he was taking it home to eat. The anglers tried to explain that the water was polluted and that consuming fish from it could be unsafe, but their concerns were ignored. As the disagreement continued, emotions ran high and the encounter became increasingly confrontational.
Did we catch anything or not, or we just...
No, we caught.
What is that actually what you caught, yeah?
What?
Did you actually catch it, or what did you actually catch? Or did you put it back in the river?
Yeah, we caught.
Did you put it back in the river?
Yeah,
or?
we put it back
in. We don't keep
The guys think we because basically we had
one.
Yeah.
And then somebody tried to take it.
Yeah.
And then we said, no, we can't keep it.
he
It has to go back
forcefully took it off us.
Yep.
Yeah, and we couldn't do anything. We couldn't really argue because there was like 2 of us and like 10 of them.
Yeah.
And we've actually got witnesses. There were lots of people sitting around. Problem is that 2 people think that we fish because the guy took the fish off us.
Yeah.
And after his friends actually convinced him not to take it home, he gave it back to us and we released it. And it went back live. It's on video as well. But
I'm just going to get your names anyway. Yeah. Obviously the harbour master, if he wants...
As tensions continued to rise, the police were eventually called to the scene. Some of the bystanders initially misunderstood the situation and believed the anglers were mistreating the fish. However, after a lengthy discussion, people began to understand what had actually happened and encouraged the man to return the fish. Once it was handed back, the anglers quickly released it into the water, bringing the incident to a close. The footage shows how a simple disagreement can escalate rapidly and how close the situation came to becoming much more serious. On March 19th, 2021, a video uploaded by Fishaholic Fishing followed Rich during his second day of kayak fishing in the Florida Keys. As strong winds swept across the water, he searched for a more protected area and ended up in a narrow channel beneath an old bridge where the current was moving quickly. At first, the location seemed ideal, with tarpons surfacing nearby and large jacks aggressively striking his line. However, as the current grew stronger and conditions became more challenging, an unexpected event suddenly changed the course of the trip.
I gotta keep this drag loose. Really loose. Let him just run and run and run. Do his thing. Oh my gosh! Did you see that? Woo! That was so cool. That was a giant tarpon. Got him out. Oh my gosh! Holy, oh my God. What? We gotta break this off. Oh my God. Whew. All right, holy, excuse my French, that was just insane. What a crazy sporadic little bite in the last 15 minutes we've been getting onto. A big tarpon, then we got the jack, like a nicer size, another nice tarpon, then the grouper, and then a freaking shark. I'll have to rewatch the freaking footage to find out what kind of shark that was. Comment down below if you know. I was leaning towards maybe.
Rich didn't notice the shark swimming nearby until it suddenly struck the kayak. The hit was strong enough to nearly knock him into the water, but fortunately the kayak remained stable and he escaped without injury. Although the encounter left him shaken, he continued fishing and eventually caught a decent snook and a keeper-sized snapper before heading back. Despite the frightening incident, he made it safely to shore, showing just how unpredictable and risky conditions can be when fishing alone on open water. On July 27, 2025, a disturbing video was uploaded by a spearfishing channel showing diver Dean alone in the water near the coast. The conditions seemed ideal at first, with clear water and no obvious signs of danger. While trying to attract snapper by tossing pieces of salmon into the water, he unknowingly drew the attention of something far more alarming.
My grey bag for an hour and a half at this stage. It's tangled in the fishing line I collected earlier. I'll often put rubbish and fishing line in this netted bag to remove it from the water after my dive. I also put my catch in it as it deters the sharks from taxing my fish. While I'm on the surface preparing for another dive, the SharkSmart app picks up a tagged female great white within my proximity, but I am completely unaware that she is to the right, observing my every movement. I slowly turn, I see her, I turn my camera on, and before it can even turn on, she turns and comes straight towards me. I don't know why she made that sudden approach, but it felt like a test, like she was sizing me up. Thankfully she veers off though and seems to settle down. I'm isolated along the cliff face and there's nowhere for me to go. If I swim away, I know she'll pick up on my fear and I won't be able to guard and protect my legs, so I decide my best option is to hold my ground and try and appear like I'm a threat. After a few close passes, she seems to lose interest in sizing me up and shifts her attention to the salmon instead. I briefly consider removing the salmon from the fish bag, but she's given me no room and I know the fish is tangled and requires both of my hands to get it out. But I quickly decide that hand feeding a great white, a dead smelly fish, with my bare hands, while I'm unarmed, isn't a risk I'm willing to take. I swim toward her, spear gun extended. I'm doing my best to look like a threat, hoping it's enough to make her think twice before deciding I'm worth the risk. She shows no sign of being fazed by me at all, circling wide before turning in the direction of me and the fish in the bag. I decide to duck dive and meet her on her level, swimming head on in a strong attempt to warn her off. It's at that point that she veers broadside and for the first time I see the full scale of her size. I'm completely lost for words with how beautiful this shark is. I try to stop my hands from trembling to mask the fear as I push my spear gun out towards her. I match her movements, constantly turning and staying face to face. I can't risk letting her slip to the side of my body where I'd have no barrier between us. She makes several passes before brushing a pectoral fin along the bag with the salmon. I can sense that she's getting impatient because she can't get to the fish. I hear a loud alarm going off and I lift my head out of the water. I'm praying that someone sees me and called for help, but at the same time, I know there's nothing anyone can do. I drop my head back underwater, and that's when I see her coming straight towards me. I wasn't sure if she was testing me again or preparing to have a strike, but I wasn't waiting to find out, and I had to act. I drive the spear into her nose, but it's like hitting a wall of muscle. The force completely flexes the spear, and it almost derails from my. The scariest part is that she's barely concerned, and that's when reality sets in. This spear gun isn't stopping her. She's edging in closer and becoming more impatient. I don't want to wait to see what she decides to do next, so I start making a quiet and slow retreat towards the shore. I'm watching her closely to see her change in behaviour while I switch from fight to flight mode. That's when my heart rate spikes. I start to panic. The milky water swallows her from my view, and
Suddenly, Dean received an alert from his shark tracking app warning that a female great white was nearby. Not long after, the shark appeared and began circling closer and closer. Realizing he couldn't escape in open water, he stayed calm and kept his spear gun positioned between himself and the animal. For several nerve-wracking moments, the shark repeatedly approached, before eventually turning away and disappearing into deeper water. Dean later made it back to shore safely, but admitted that a few decisions during the dive had put him at serious risk. The encounter served as a reminder of how quickly conditions can change when sharing the water with large predators. As the probe descended nearly 9,000 feet beneath the ocean's surface, its camera captured an unexpected sight. Scattered across the dark, freezing seafloor were dozens of pale pink creatures, slowly moving along the bottom, almost as if they were walking across another world. Their soft, jelly-like bodies had multiple limbs, and at times they appeared to lift themselves upward like floating balloons. These animals were sea pigs, unusual deep-sea sea cucumbers found in polar waters. What fascinated scientists most wasn't their appearance, but their ability to survive in such an extreme environment. Sea pigs feed on decaying organic material buried in the seabed, where oxygen is extremely scarce. They absorb what little oxygen is available by drawing seawater through their skin, and can endure pressures more than 300 times greater than those at the surface. Deep beneath the Antarctic ice, they continue their quiet existence, showing how life can persist even in some of the most remote places on Earth. A person fishing near the water noticed a sudden fountain-like spray shoot up before falling back into the sea. They quickly grabbed their camera and began recording. A clear trail of disturbance could be seen moving across the surface, suggesting that something large was traveling just beneath the water. However, nothing was visible enough to identify with certainty. Some viewers believed it may have been a large marine animal swimming close to the surface, while others suggested it could have been caused by underwater pressure changes, a submerged object, or another natural ocean phenomenon, creating unusual movement in the water. On January 7th, 2024, YouTuber Ryan Morey set out on a 24-hour offshore fishing trip from Venice, Louisiana. Known for his cinematic deep-sea fishing documentaries, Ryan and his crew traveled toward massive offshore drill ships in open water. Unseen beneath the surface, something large was already on the move, waiting for the moment the situation would change and the encounter would begin.
Well, out here, we can actually see the Gulf now, and there's like 100 different rigs.
This is East Bay where we are.
So one of the first things we have to do is load up on any types of live baits that we can. We're actually crushing the hornbellies right now. You can see we're in this giant field of just oil rigs, gas rigs, not like anything I've ever seen. This place is just weird.
A straight up wall of red. That mark you guys see, that is all bait, my friends.
Now, there's another version of these guys called leather jacks that are a little bit skinnier. And when those things prick you with that bottom horn, you feel it. You feel that venom.
Giant creeper right here. You drop it down. Oh, big one.
Not going to keep this guy for bait. Bam. Let him go. I got me a beautiful specimen. Cannot be used for bait. These little juvie guys, you keep feeling, you think you got a really, stringer full of bait, and you actually only got one of these. But munch of the sabiki, way too small to keep.
All right, we got enough bait for now. Might catch a little bit more offshore, but we're headed out to do what we came here to do. Try and catch some giant tuna.
The crew positions the boat alongside the massive drill ships and uses sabiki rigs to catch live bait. Around these towering steel structures, venomous bait fish, strong currents, and limited space make even the preparation phase a careful process before the main fishing begins. As they head farther offshore, the trip takes an unexpected turn when giant sperm whales surface beside the boat. Fishing comes to a halt as the crew quietly watches the enormous animals, realizing they are sharing the water with creatures far larger than anything they hope to catch.
I'm fishing this area about 100 foot down, so I'm going to drop this heavier. This is the new jig head. This is a 3 ounce, the 8-inch straight tail on it. Well, Joey just got a bite. We don't know how big the fish was, but it had us all fired up. Oh, I just got whacked, dude. That was a bite for sure. What we got, Joe? Blackfin. Woo! All right, we got Brandon hooked up on something.
Uh-oh. Oh, you still got him.
Whoa! Oh!
No way. Back on the lines, the crew continues switching between different lures and fishing depths, dealing with smaller tuna and missed strikes along the way. As the hours pass, anticipation begins to build. Out on the open ocean, long periods of quiet often come just before the action picks up again.
Fun idea to catch one of these things on 8-inch straight tail. I think we definitely have a definite shot at it.
So we were actually on our way in, but then we just pulled up to an area where there's a bunch of bait, bunch of birds, and a few people fishing. Just threw some live baits out. We're marking some stuff. Let's see what happens.
Oh yeah, now we're marking them. That's them.
Big ones?
They're coming up. I'll throw some bait.
Oh! Watch out! Drop your rod. Oh my god!
Who's got him?
Joe, watch out! We can't cast. Reel up.
Yeah. Let's go. We're going to John's boat. We gotta get after this fish. They're gonna stay straight up and down on it.
All right.
Going straight to his off his bow. Court. Coming right at him. Going underneath his boat.
Let's go, Joe.
Good job, Joe.
No! No, he's still on. Come on. Nice reeling, Joe. We're first. You're good, he's good. Oh, I gotta see him now. You might have him at 70 foot.
That was beautiful.
Bro.
Here we go, guys. Other side.
Be careful, he don't take the under.
Hold
He's
on.
right, he's about to rub. Oh!
Yeah.
Hit him again.
Get the other gaff in him. Thanks, guys. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
That was the one.
On that. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. Come on.
All right, we just got back to the marina. We're gonna put that big fish on the scale, see how much it weighs. We also have a ton of work to do, a ton of cleaning, a ton of unpacking.
The reel suddenly erupts as a huge yellowfin tuna takes the bait near the surface. The crew digs in, fighting through exhaustion while keeping a close watch for sharks and dolphins that might take the fish before it can be brought aboard. The pressure peaks when things stop going according to plan, forcing everyone to rely on instinct, timing, and self-control. Out there, it raises a question. Is success really about skill alone, or about getting through the moments when the ocean pushes back? A woman was scuba diving with a group and recording the experience to watch later. What started as an enjoyable dive quickly became unsettling when one of the divers spotted something concerning in the distance. The group immediately began swimming away as a shark started following behind them, seemingly curious about their presence. During encounters like this, divers are advised to remain calm, maintain steady buoyancy, avoid sudden movements, and keep a safe distance. Fortunately, everyone involved made it out of the situation without injury. At nearly 1,000 meters below the surface, in freezing temperatures and under crushing pressure, a slow-moving purple creature drifted in front of the camera. Its body was smooth, with no spines, no ink sac, and no obvious defenses. This was Batipelagic profunda, an octopus often described as looking like an unfinished stage of evolution. It doesn't release ink, camouflage itself, or attack. Instead, it quietly floats through the deep with its heartbeat barely visible. Even when exposed to light, it doesn't rush away, slowly turning as if it were observing the viewer. Scientists believe it may come from an ancient lineage of octopuses that no longer exist. What fascinates researchers is that it survives in an environment where the pressure is hundreds of times greater than at the surface, despite having almost no protection. It's a striking example of how adaptation alone can be enough to survive in one of the harshest places on Earth. Exploring with Brad is a Canadian adventure and exploration channel known for immersive first-hand videos, genuine reactions, and survival in challenging environments. Rather than simply visiting locations, Brad spends the night in them, pushes the experience further, and records whatever happens. On June 6th, 2026, in Barrie, Ontario, Canada, something appeared to respond, and he managed to leave with the footage.
Exciting camping adventure, really excited to do this time. So back at the Skinwalker Forest to look for more activity. This time I'm well prepared, as you guys saw in the video before. I mapped out the terrain. I found exactly where those forts were so I would not get lost again. I made sure to pack a lot of food, like eat a lot of food before I even came out here today. So I'm out here today. We're gonna start a campfire. We will have a campfire story. We will go back out and we will search and see what we can find. And hopefully we can do the sleep experiment at those forts again. All right, guys.
As night falls over the dense forest, Brad sets up his campsite and lights a fire. While settling in, he shares the local legend of Black Antler Road to set the mood for the night. Looking back, it seems like the kind of decision that made sense until the forest appeared to respond.
Okay, that was creepy. I heard something come from the left-hand side. Oh my god, like right when I asked that question, that went down. There's the other tripod there. Okay. I'm gonna ask some more questions. We'll see what else we can get out of this.
You walked straight into my trap.
Something out there. I'm gonna have to pack my stuff.
While running through the forest trail, Brad hears what sounds like a distressed human voice calling for help from somewhere in the trees. Around midnight, he continues moving, as the spirit box suddenly produces a message that seems to say, "Nobody's coming to help you." Realizing something feels wrong, he keeps running through the forest instead of stopping.
Hello? Oh, freak! Oh, freak sakes! Oh! Let's go! Change your light. Oh man! Holy freak sakes! Oh! Keep going, Brad! Oh, what the hell was that? Oh man! Oh freak, that scared me. Oh boy. Something is out there. I'll tell you what. Oh, freak sakes. Oh man! Holy! Oh man! Oh freak sakes! Come on, Brad, let's go! Oh! No way, man! No.
Brad stops, turns toward the brush, and calls out for whatever is there to reveal itself. Seconds later, a loud crash comes from the nearby foliage, prompting him to run without waiting to see what caused it. As he leaves the area, the spirit box delivers a series of unsettling messages that seem connected rather than random. Combined with the earlier cries for help, the experience leaves him believing something had been drawing him deeper into the woods. Brad eventually reaches the edge of the forest, visibly shaken and out of breath, deciding he had seen enough before leaving the area. Urban Rats is a British channel where the creator camps in unusual places around Manchester, including areas beneath motorway bridges and hidden spots near roundabouts. The videos are simple and lighthearted, often featuring casual camping while encouraging viewers to leave no trace. On August 24th, 2025, the adventure took him to a wooded area behind a commercial campsite in Manchester, England.
And I'm already set up because we're in the DD hammock, and I'll give you a quick look at what's going on. So this is a bar. We're going to be drinking some Madries. We brought a pint glass because in this bottle here it's not water, it's vodka, and I've brought us some Pepsi to go with it. We're going to be hunting for some food in the woods tonight, so come on, without no further ado's, let's go and catch ourselves some food.
The video begins with an unsettling introduction. Before any camping footage appears, distorted audio plays with mysterious voices discussing unclear details, including a white baseball cap and someone with light brown hair. No explanation is given, leaving the strange conversation hanging over everything that follows.
I've camped around here before, and just over the back here is a giant seats camping thing. So yeah, some of them are over there, and they have all sorts going on. One time I was here and woke up in the morning, I was just having a brew, and they all come through with laser shooting each other, and this girl got shot in my camp while we were having my cup of coffee in the morning. Couldn't believe it, right in my camp, dead. Couldn't believe it. Yeah, and they were setting off like hand grenades down there with blue smoke, red smoke. Yeah, crazy. It's in one of the Halloween camps from a few years ago. So yeah, that was a bonkers one. Anyway, I'll take you to the top of the hill and we'll see what we can see over there and see if there's any tents or anything going on.
Before setting up camp, he checks the surrounding area and recalls what happened during his previous visit. The last time he camped there, people unexpectedly ran through the area playing laser tag and set off colored smoke grenades in the middle of the night. After that experience, he knows unusual activity is already part of what to expect at this location.
My cooker near the fire and stuff like that, and then I've noticed I've just found some bones. I'll give you a quick look at these, tell me what you think. Look! I don't know whose they belong to. Oh, just in here. My gosh. It's time now to cook something up, what we hunted for before. So yeah, I was hunting down near the farmer's field down there, and I took a shot at this squirrel.
While setting up his cooking gear and fire pit, he notices a pile of old white bones lying on the ground. He stops to look at them, but cannot tell what animal they came from. Despite the strange discovery, he continues setting up camp, leaving the bones untouched beside his campsite for the rest of the night.
Last night when I was asleep, like foxes going crazy. Yeah, making well loads of noise, so... Yeah, I woke up, I tried recording it, but it's the same again, isn't it? You press record and that's it, they go quiet, don't they? So, yeah, get this sleeping bag packed up, take the hammock down, have the brew, and then I'll clean up the area and leave no trace like we do.
As the video ends and the credits begin, the same distorted audio returns, repeating the mysterious references to a white baseball cap and light brown hair without any explanation. The recording ends in complete silence, leaving the strange message unresolved. At sunrise, he packs up and leaves the campsite clean as usual. The bones remain where they were found, but the unexplained audio lingers as the final unsettling moment of the experience. Nearly a kilometer beneath the Antarctic ice, in a part of the ocean untouched by sunlight, a submersible captured footage of a strange, translucent shape drifting through the darkness. At first, the research team assumed it was a large piece of plastic caught in the currents, but then it began to pulse rhythmically, expanding and contracting as though it were breathing. The creature was later identified as Deepsteria enigmatica, an extremely rare deep-sea jellyfish that only a handful of scientists have ever observed alive. Unlike most jellyfish, it has no tentacles, eyes, skeleton, or rigid body structure, just a thin, transparent membrane capable of surviving the immense pressure of the deep ocean. What fascinated researchers most was its unusual hunting method. Rather than chasing prey, it waits motionless until a fish or small crustacean drifts close, then opens its body like a giant bag, envelops the animal, and slowly closes around it. The entire process happens in complete silence, with only faint red vein-like patterns glowing inside its body, giving it an eerie, almost otherworldly appearance. Urban Ghosts. Urban Exploration is a channel dedicated to uncovering the forgotten, the abandoned, and the eerie. Its hosts have earned a reputation for venturing into places most people would never dare to enter. Driven by curiosity, intuition, and an unrelenting desire to reveal what hides in the shadows, they took their adventures one step further this night, using the Randonautica app, which provides random coordinates to see where chance might guide them.
But I would like to start this with a prayer. I'm wearing my hat. I don't want bats in my hair. There's bats flying all over this place. Would you like to start this with a prayer? I think that's really a good idea. Whew. Dear Heavenly Father, Jesus Christ, please be with us tonight. We don't know what we're about to go to, so please give us protection. Please protect all who watch this video as well. Through you, Christ, we know that all things are possible.
Before heading out, they paused to say a quiet prayer, their words careful and intentional, an acknowledgement that the places they searched for might contain more than just decay and silence. But their first few tries proved frustrating, with the coordinates leading only to ordinary suburban streets and brightly lit houses, far from the haunting, abandoned settings they were hoping to find.
Now, Rob and I decided, so many people were asking us to do this Randonautica app, see where it takes us, but we went to 4 locations and they were all creepy. But then the 5th time that we did it, it took us to like in the middle of nowhere and down this road, and there's an abandoned like trailer behind us. Now, I don't know what to expect. Rob doesn't know what to expect. We were very reluctant to alright. So there's this field, but there's a house back there, and it's obviously occupied. Very odd. Okay, so the first place is kind of a bust. So
it did say creepy. That is a creepy place.
Right.
So it's not like the experiment's still going on.
Right.
It still fits the criteria.
It fits the criteria. So we're gonna try a new place. Now the way this works again, guys.
Like this is the app. Like look how weird that looks.
Right. And then it tells you to concentrate on what you're thinking. So we're going to concentrate on... Whoa, bro, that is a creepy place. Look at that one. People live there, man.
Look at that.
Wow. How do you live in there with no walls on the side? I mean, really? I mean, wait a second. Look at that house. That house is like halfway up on cinder blocks. Are we here?
Yeah, it's this spot right here.
It took us here, guys. Private property. Wait a second, it probably took us to this place. Back there, what is that? I think that's where it's taking us. Yeah, that's it.
That looks crazy.
Okay, now.
Do you think that's a beam?
I don't know, man.
It's really hard to say.
Alright, so this is the location it took us to now. The problem is that we can't tell if it's abandoned now, but it does look like the grass is cut, so...
The string of dead ends started to wear down their excitement, yet they refused to give up. Each failed stop only intensifying their hunger for an encounter that would truly unsettle them.
Guys, so it's now dark, and we went to 3 places now. They all were occupied, so I don't know what it was about these places that it took us to, but we're on our way to our 4th location. Now, I gotta tell you, it's a little creepy, and I could be just being paranoid, but that car behind us pulled out at our last location, and it's been behind us ever since.
Really creepy looking spots.
I know, man, and I'm worried about that car still behind us. Like, you know, that's what they say in this app, like, you know, I mean, I know, are we being followed? Or is it, you know, but what's weird about it, to be honest with you, for me, is the fact that
those cities as well, like really long drives.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Why does it seem like we're in the middle of nowhere? Like, wherever this place is taking us, man, is definitely like in an area that...
As night settled in, the atmosphere inside the car thickened with unease. Their headlights cut across endless stretches of desolate road, deep in what they referred to as off-the-grid territory. Then, in the rearview mirror, another set of headlights appeared, steady, unwavering, and far too deliberate to dismiss as chance. The vehicle mirrored their every move, turning when they turned, accelerating when they accelerated. Whether it was an actual pursuit or just paranoia playing tricks in the dark, the sense of being followed pressed heavily on them.
Wait, this is it? What is that? It's just the woods, bro.
No, there's a mailbox there. Or, well, what used to be a mailbox.
Oh. So this is where the Randonautica took us on our 5th attempt. Okay. Hey, there's a place right there. Look. That's an abandoned house. Dude, it's freaky right now. Guys, this is so weird. Okay, we're gonna do this, I guess. Alright, so the lawn is not cut. Alright, and this is it.
Yeah, I just don't think anybody lives here. This is creepy. Why would it bring us here?
And there's an abandoned, like, trailer behind us. Now, I don't know what to expect. Rob doesn't know what to expect. We were very reluctant to get out of the car.
Finally, the app guided them onto a lonely, overgrown road that led to a property left to ruin. A corroded trailer leaned off to one side, while a battered, neglected house loomed ahead. The most menacing spot they had reached all night. They paused at the edge, debating their next move, as the weight of the silence seemed to press in from every direction.
Alright, so we're about to embark on a journey here that we don't know what we're about to walk up to.
This place is creepy, this road's creepy, it's so dark back here.
Yeah.
Can you see anything on the power box?
I mean, there's stuff still hanging on the clothesline.
I don't know, it's so hard to tell with these places, dude.
Alright, we're really proceeding here very slowly.
Approaching the house felt like stepping into a place abandoned by time itself. Then, suddenly and without warning, the silence broke.
Rob, I heard something in the house. I don't know if it was somebody, but I heard like a boom. Excuse me, that smell is... You heard a bang in there, right?
Yeah.
From within the dark, silent house came a sudden, jarring crash, like something heavy had been dropped or hurled across the floor. They froze in place, straining their ears and eyes against the shadows. When nothing revealed itself, they crept forward carefully, only for the uneasy quiet to shatter once again moments later.
What is that? That was a scream. That was a scream. Car, just go to the car, go to the car. There's somebody by that fence back there, bro. Somebody, and they're coming this way. They're coming this way. Let's go. Hold on. They got a ways to go.
From beyond the edge of the property, a scream ripped through the night, raw, distant, and impossible to pinpoint. As one of them turned toward the sound, their eyes caught it. A shadowy figure, almost swallowed by the darkness, standing still near the fence and staring straight at them. That was all it took. Instinct kicked in, and they quickly began to pull back.
Sitting down the road there, just watching us with its lights on, but now there's a problem. My camera stopped working entirely. Now I have 2 brand new batteries. Wait, maybe it'll go on now. Okay.
Work?
Okay. All of a sudden it just started working. We were sitting out here for like 10 minutes trying to figure this out.
The camera in their hands abruptly shut down, no signal, no power, only to spring back to life a few minutes later with no explanation at all.
It keeps coming back. See that, guys? Okay. All right. Now, I don't know what we experienced just now, but what happened was we were at the house. Look at this, just sitting there. It turns around and then it comes back and then it shines its lights on us. And I'm freaking out because that car keeps coming back now. You can see the headlight. See, look, he just turned around again. Look, there he is again. Okay. Look, now he's going that way. Yep, same car. He'll come back. Hold on, guys. We'll be right back. And I don't understand this. Like, man, see, here he comes again. You can see the taillights at the end of the street turn around, and then a car keeps coming. I'm gonna show them. I keep showing you guys in case there's a dead end. There's a car that rides up and down the street continuously, and it's got their high beams on us.
The same car that had shadowed them before returned, circling past again and again. Its high beams slashed through the darkness, at times fixed directly on them. The repetition felt intentional, a wordless game designed to rattle their nerves.
Necrophonic app, can you tell us one about this house? Tell us about this place. Is there anything going on there? And who's in the car? See if you could tell us about that. Who's in the car? And more importantly, who was by the fence? Ooh. Can you tell us about the house? Maybe we should shut the car off just plug out the engine noise. Who's in that car that keeps coming down the block? Who is by the fence? Looking, it's looking. Why were they looking at us? Were they waiting for us? Who's in the car?
Desperate for answers, they opened the Necrophonic app, asking about the house, the figure by the fence, and the car that kept circling. What came through were only disjointed fragments, vague, broken words that gave no real explanation, only deepening the sense of dread.
All right, guys, so that's the same car. Now, I don't know what to expect here. I do know this much. This was fun. I wish I could have got into that place, but you know what? We don't go in places that are locked up. We just don't do that. Don't know the story of the place. Like, yeah, here it comes. He just turned around and now he's coming back again.
By the time they left, they had way more questions than answers. What made that noise in the house? Who screamed out in the woods? And who was that figure standing there in the dark watching them? Whatever it was, the truth is still out there on that abandoned property. On April 25th, 2012, an offshore oil platform recorded strange footage of a huge, silk-like membrane drifting through the darkness, marked by pale, vein-like patterns. At first, observers assumed it was a giant piece of plastic floating underwater. That changed when it started moving. After further analysis, experts identified it as Deepsteria enigmatica, one of the largest and rarest invertebrates known. The creature looked like a ghostly veil slowly pulsing thousands of feet beneath the surface. Thanks to advances in deep-sea camera technology, this elusive species was finally captured in clear detail, highlighting just how much of the ocean remains unexplored and mysterious. Exploring with Brad is a YouTube channel that features adventure videos and paranormal investigations throughout Ontario, Canada. Brad frequently visits places connected to unusual activity. On May 23, 2026, he and his friend Braden went camping deep in the woods at a location known as Witch Rock, an area associated with stories of occult practices and black magic rituals. They arrived after dark, unaware of what might already be waiting there.
Go check this out. We're gonna go and we're hoping to go camping at the Witch Rock area.
Great idea.
Yeah, Braden's always talking about this place, and I'm like, all right, well, we gotta go to Witch Rock. We gotta check it out. All right, guys, so we're gonna go check out this spot.
As they made their way toward Witch Rock, Brad suddenly stopped after noticing something hanging from the trees ahead. At first, he could not tell what it was. When his flashlight finally illuminated it, both he and Braden froze in place.
Okay, be careful, dude. We just want to make sure that there's no homeless people or dangerous people here, so... Because, like, I don't want to find, like, some cult or something, or stumble upon anybody. What? What do you see? What do you see?
Do you not see that up ahead?
What the hell is that? What the friggin' hell is that? What the heck is that?
No.
It was a handmade doll, carefully stitched together and hanging in the darkness. Despite the still air, it slowly swayed on its own.
That's a doll. It's moving, bro.
What? Dude, that is creepy. Okay, so we were just climbing up Witch Rock. We just found this right now. You saw it move? You think you saw it move?
It is moving. Look at it, it's swaying. That could be my vision, but like...
Yeah. I trust you on it.
There's something.
Just be careful, bro. Okay, so we just found this thing.
Don't look that thing in the eye.
Okay. Found it up on Witch Rock. I thought it was a person. I got scared. Like, I honestly thought that it was... I thought it was somebody hanging.
Don't look it in the eye.
No, I won't, dude. I won't.
Dolls have long been part of folklore and ritual traditions because they resemble the human form. For that reason, finding a handmade figure in the woods feels more unsettling than coming across an ordinary object. It appears to have been placed there intentionally, even though no one knows who left it behind. Brad and Braden sat beside the doll and used a spirit box to ask for its name. The device gave a response that disturbed both of them, seeming to say that it did not like them.
Okay, that is scary, bro. You still didn't give us your name.
Like directly, at least.
Yeah, like you never gave us your name. Can you give us your name?
I don't like you.
It just said, I don't like you. Why?
They exchanged uneasy looks as another voice came through the spirit box before they had time to react. The message seemed to imply that someone had been abandoned. A moment later, both of them felt as though something was moving behind them. After the unsettling session with the doll and the spirit box, they left the area and continued exploring the forest.
Oh, dude. Did you hear running?
Yeah. Okay. No.
Yo. Kind of freaked me out, dude.
Brother.
What?
When they returned, the doll was no longer where they had left it. Neither of them had moved it, yet it had disappeared without explanation. Later, while walking back down from Witch Rock, a strange scream came from the darkness nearby. As Brad pointed his flashlight toward the sound, the same doll appeared to be standing there.
Dude. What? Oh, dude! What the hell was that? Oh, freak! Go! Let's go! Oh man! Be careful, Braden. Freak six! Oh man!
Both men ran until they reached the main trail. Once they stopped to catch their breath, they could not agree on exactly what had approached them, but they both agreed they were not returning. It may have been someone in the forest using the doll to scare them, or the area may have been more active than they expected. Either way, after the doll disappeared and later appeared in their path, they decided to leave. On July 26, 2023, a frightening video was uploaded to YouTube by a channel called Aiden J Fishing. In the footage, two young fishermen are spending the day at a local lake catching sunfish. At first, the outing appears completely ordinary, with calm conditions and a quiet afternoon by the water. However, only a few minutes later, the situation takes a strange and unsettling turn.
Just ignore him. That's the best thing you could do. I almost just hooked a sunfish. Just don't say anything.
Might move along, man.
She actually, no, just stay here. Seriously. She's gonna keep yelling at us.
It's not her job either.
Man, we're not doing anything wrong. We're just fishing. We're just fishing. We're not doing anything wrong. We're just fishing. We haven't hit anything. And if we do, stuff happens. Can't be... Man, we're fishing.
You okay? Oh, God, the video. Lady jumps in the water and move my boat away from her.
I swear to God, if she does, we actually have to leave if she does, because that's just not okay. Oh man, once she jumps in, just head out, okay?
Without warning, a woman approaches and begins shouting at the boys, claiming they are not permitted to fish there. The two remain surprisingly composed, doing their best to keep the situation from escalating. However, after the woman reaches the dock, the encounter takes an unexpected turn that is difficult to believe.
Okay.
No more fish!
Yep, no more fish.
Yeah, someone scared him away.
It's a little unacceptable, but we'll leave. Just trying to fish, that's all we're doing.
Bye.
See ya. Your dogs are loud too.
Without any warning, she suddenly jumps into the water and starts going after them. At that point, the boys decide to leave right away. Their calm response throughout the encounter likely prevented the situation from becoming even more serious. Random Adventures 2.0 is a channel where Tony tests survival gear by camping in places that most people avoid, including cemeteries, abandoned buildings, and remote woodlands. His videos focus on staying unnoticed while documenting the mental challenges of spending time alone in unsettling locations. This investigation took place on October 17, 2025 in Ohio.
So the door, like I said in that video, is a metal door and it is actually welded. Here's the window. So when I looked in here, originally I thought it was like a mausoleum or something, but it's not. And I couldn't see in here good enough. But what is that? Buckets and an old wooden ladder. There's a colander on the side.
As darkness and fog settle over the woods beside the cemetery, Tony searches for a hidden place to camp before anyone notices him. Suddenly, a person in a black hoodie runs through the cemetery, causing him to freeze until he realizes it is only a local out for an evening run. Moments later, another person walks by with a dog that comes dangerously close to his hiding spot, forcing Tony to lie flat in the brush and remain completely still. Soon after, a group of ATV riders enters the cemetery, stops nearby while trying to find their way, and unknowingly keeps Tony hidden in silence until they move on.
squeaking. Uh-oh, I'm scared. All right, well, I think I've had enough time up here. I don't even think I'm gonna walk around to the front of it. All right, so that's the stone building. Like I said, really not sure what it was used for.
While examining a stone mound surrounded by upright rocks, Tony suddenly hears a sharp metallic squeak nearby with no clear source. Rather than investigate further, he returns to his hammock and ends the exploration. Later, his stove stops working, ruining his planned meal and leaving him without dinner. Throughout the night, he listens to the wind and the sound of a loose chain in the darkness, with every noise keeping him on edge. At sunrise, cemetery workers arrive, forcing him to quietly pack up and leave before anyone notices he had camped there. The experience shows that stealth camping is often less about the location itself and more about constantly dealing with uncertainty and unexpected situations. A fisherman was recording during a routine trip at sea when he noticed something following the boat. As the shape drew closer, it became clear that a massive saltwater crocodile was swimming directly behind them and keeping pace. Unsure whether the animal was simply curious or focused on something aboard the boat, the crew became concerned and attempted to speed away as it continued to follow. The Urban Ghost team headed out for a night of camping and urban exploring, revisiting some of their creepiest early spots in Brooksville, Florida. The plan was simple. 3 of them, flashlights and cameras in hand, exploring abandoned sites, historic landmarks, and dark forest trails, hoping to capture spooky footage and chase a few ghost stories. But in places like this, danger isn't always paranormal. As they moved through empty buildings and shadowy paths, the line between harmless adventure and real risk blurred, and the night took an unexpected turn.
Yo, look at this. There's food and everything here. Look, if somebody's here, we're just taking pictures. Somebody's in here. Whoa, that scared the out of me, bro. There is somebody. Hey, bro, we're taking pictures. You cool with that? I walked right in the bathroom. The dude was standing in the freaking bathroom. I was gonna do my little mirror thing where I'm like, hey, what's up, homies? Dang. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's leave that guy alone. Leave him alone.
Did he, I mean, was he scared?
No, but I took pictures from him. I was thinking
That's the risk you take, I guess.
The night began at an abandoned apartment complex, where opening a door revealed a man living there, his makeshift home spread across the crumbling walls. Encounters like this are part of the risk. People can be harmless or not. No one knew how the night would unfold. Later, at the historic train depot, the team aimed to explore the grounds, walk the wooded trails behind it, and maybe chase a ghost story or two.
Woods behind here is super creepy. All right, here comes the police. They're gonna be like, what are you boys doing? Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Of course. Somebody must have called him. Oh, these are sheriffs?
Really? See, we want to shout, Mom, I love you. Battery. Alright. We got you, homie. He's back in the woods? Alright, my man.
Okay.
We got you. Alright. Yeah, look at it. Alright. Do this. Let's do it. Lights on, bro.
You flashed us.
You don't want to be on it? No, don't put them on YouTube.
Lights on, bro. Alright guys, so the police just showed up. They were super cool with us. But anyway, you know what they told us? They said be careful, because in the woods there, they're looking for some dude who like assaulted somebody here just last night. So you know where we're going? Oh, Boomer's coming in the woods with us.
You don't want to make a citizen's arrest today?
Yeah, we're doing it. We're going in the woods. Well, the path's back there.
Before they could start, police showed up to warn them that a violent suspect had fled into those same woods the night before after an attack. Most people would have turned back, but the team decided to keep going.
I don't know. Yeah, that's closed, bro. Yo. Hold on. Watch where you're walking. Look at that. That's like women's clothes, bro.
A bag.
Someone stole somebody's bag. Guys, I'm telling you what, this is bad back.
Yeah, I think we
Keep going. I agree.
Okay, let's go.
I'm telling you guys. Now guys, remember, stick together.
On the dark, narrow paths, the first sign that something was off appeared. A scattered bag, a woman's shoe, and torn clothing left in the dirt. They decided to return with the rest of the group for a closer look.
This makes me nervous, because
I mean, it's kind of freaky that.
who knows when that happened, you know?
Yeah. Well, since they did come back and look for someone, they would have walked back here.
Yeah. Maybe they heard us coming back and dropped the bag. I don't know. Oh, God, I hope not.
You got through it?
A jacket, some shoes.
Some socks over here by foot.
Yeah.
Deodorant.
Deodorant.
Yeah,
yeah, this is...
Yeah, this is and look, the clothes are ripped off, so it's a bad sign. And the shoe is off. That's a woman's shoe. See how it's like all fuzzy?
Yeah. I mean, it could be a change of clothes in the bag.
Yeah, it is.
What'd you guys hear?
Heard something.
In the woods?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, this does concern me a great deal.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully it's just a change of
Nobody would
clothes.
leave their stuff like that.
I really hope it's just a change of clothes and not somebody's clothes that they're wearing.
Yeah, but nobody. Who changed their clothes here? Leave the charger and their.
Well, not like, I mean, obviously they wouldn't change here, but, you know, their bag had a change of clothes in it.
What's up, Boomer?
You can run
Boomer, don't go too close to the woods. What's going on over there?
That's right.
This looks like something like you wouldn't just leave this here.
Obviously not.
No.
Obviously
So,
not.
hey, we're gonna tell the
Definitely
police a little
wouldn't
bit
leave
just because they told us about an assault that
Yeah.
happened here. So we'll let them know.
I saw a shadow over there.
I heard a voice like say hey or something like that. It's hard to make out.
Somebody here?
Well, you know what that means. Go back to the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
What, Rob? What? What's up, Rob?
I heard a scream. Or a moan or something. I really hope there's not a lady back there.
Let's call the police, Lou.
They heard faint voices, movement in the trees, and even a scream for help. Unsure if they were heading toward a real threat, the crew called the police. What they discovered was far worse than they imagined. Just hours earlier, a man had lured his pregnant girlfriend into those woods and tried to kill her. She survived, and the items the explorers found were part of that crime scene. By night's end, their planned Halloween adventure had turned into something far more serious. Haunted Finders is a UK paranormal team, known for real-time investigations with minimal exaggeration and natural reactions. They use equipment such as full-spectrum cameras, EMF meters, and spirit communication devices while exploring locations with a troubled history. The footage in this investigation was recorded on March 9th, 2023 in Sherwood Forest, Nottinghamshire, England.
What's that?
Is that fox?
That's not a fox. It's getting closer.
That's a woman screaming.
It's getting closer.
On night vision.
That's an owl.
Is it?
No, that was then. That isn't. That's the owl squeaking. Look.
Touch.
Touch.
What is that? Somebody in trouble? Can you remember that before?
Yeah.
We had that?
Yeah,
Up
in the
there,
exact
wasn't
same
it?
area. Exact same area.
That sounds like an animal.
A high-pitched scream suddenly echoes through the trees from nearby, causing the group to stop immediately. They quickly consider possible explanations and dismiss the idea that it came from a fox before the sound has fully faded. Whatever made the noise seems to be hidden in the thick vegetation. Although they cannot see it, they can clearly tell where the sound is coming from.
That's not a fox. So what else flipping screams like a woman?
Wrong. What? Says wrong.
Wrong. What do you mean wrong?
Is this?
It says wrong. Like you're wrong. Well, you said it was a, you said it was a flipping animal, and it says you're wrong.
Is that a human? I suddenly stopped.
My hairs are standing up on the back of my neck. And, do you know when you
just feel like-
frozen with fear? Like you were telling me to get to the path, and I didn't move. That's not a fox. I know what a fox sounds like. What other animal just randomly screams?
The device produces the word bones. Tom then points out something that changes how they view the entire experience. The scream is coming from the same location where they recorded a similar sound months earlier. It is the same area, the same type of scream, and the same forest, leaving them wondering why it keeps happening in that spot.
Last time we was here. Okay.
Share my message. Someone just whispered again.
Yeah.
Someone just whispered again.
Yeah.
He's coming from over here. It's here. Over.
You just said
Over. It's over here. Yeah, it's like here. It's like right here. Look. Right here.
Hang on. Let me get this.
Here, next to me. Here.
Where are you?
It was like it was coming from right here. Like it was standing next to me.
Are you here?
I'm going to leave. Tom asks the presence to say something meaningful. Before the app responds, he hears a whisper with his own ears. Moments later, the app clearly displays the words, "Share my message," followed immediately by "murder." The two words appear one after the other, while they are on a hill in Nottinghamshire, a place where the legend of Robin Hood has long overshadowed a darker history.
That definitely sounded like something going across the brush on the lower part of the forest.
Yeah. Could have been an animal.
Yeah. Well, why is it following us then?
Don't know.
It's probably a big flipping cat.
Where are you going?
What? I'm going to the car.
Right,
What if it's a big cat?
oh, you just...
Meat.
What does it say?
Meat. Where the cat's meat. Oh, battery's dying now. It's flashing orange.
Oh, skin and bone.
My camera's flashing orange. We might not even get out of here.
So is my face.
It's weird. Something was following us then. 100%.
We don't know what's in here though, do we?
Well, no.
It's crazy doing this.
It goes on for miles, doesn't it? So it could be anything in here.
They decide to leave immediately, but as they walk away, they hear heavy footsteps moving through the dry brush beside them. The sounds are not far ahead or behind. They match their pace step for step the entire way out. After reaching their vehicle, Tom admits he kept his flashlight fixed on the brush to his right, not for reassurance, but to avoid being caught off guard. Although they leave without any physical harm, their battery drains on the way back. The screams also came from the same location where they had recorded them months earlier, making the repeated pattern difficult for them to ignore. Lore and Explore is a UK channel that combines urban exploration, local history, and paranormal camping across Scotland. On June 9th, 2022, the creator sets up camp in Galloway Forest Park beside a large brick monument. The old structure dominates the area, and its original purpose is unclear. The camera continues recording throughout the night.
Right, so we just get our tents up just now, more or less. The ground's very hard, so we've managed to get the guy lines attached to the pegs and kind of hammer it in with stones. That's the best we can do at the minute. This is a perfect spot. Look at that. So you can see the tents here. Kev's Euro hike, and I've got my trusty Vango Nevis.
Shortly after setting up camp, an uneasy silence settles over the area, interrupted only by distant rustling sounds that they cannot identify. The monument stands behind them while the surrounding forest remains quiet, adding to the unsettling atmosphere.
Yeah, I'm liking this. It's creepy. As long as we don't hear kind of chanting through the night or some kind of witchcraft kind of sacrifice going on, I think we'll be okay. Never know. So tonight we've got the jet boil cooking system here. Used it last time. You can see we've got the wee triangle feet to hold the gas cylinder. Kev's got the same, he's got the jet boil, and he's got a attachment on the top that will hold a third party pan or pot.
Someone jokingly suggests that the old monument looks like a place where late-night rituals or strange gatherings might take place. At the time, it seems like harmless campfire conversation, but as the night continues, the joke becomes far less amusing in hindsight.
Oh, Matt. What's it like outside? I actually hear voices. There's somebody out nearby. I'm just going to the tent up. So it's like outside, but I can hear voices in the distance. The process of cleaning up here. We got a tap of badgers last night. A tap of badgers. So the process of cleaning up here, we're going to make this spotless. This is also a maybe a big tourist point. So to make this place as we found it, where we head, it's very gusty.
Later that night, while resting inside the tent, the narrator wakes to the sound of voices that seem to be coming from just outside. The conversation sounds close and clear, but no one can be seen nearby. By morning, they discover that the sleeping pad has completely deflated, likely because of a slow leak. After cleaning the campsite and leaving no trace behind, they head home with the feeling that they were not entirely alone during the night. Although nothing provides clear proof of anything unusual, the combination of unexplained voices and other strange events leaves them with no desire to return and experience it again. In this video, Angelo ventures into a particularly eerie area, a remote part of the Mabou Highlands in Cape Breton, a forest rumored to host sightings of something large, mysterious, and possibly dangerous. He's completely alone this time. As daylight fades and signs of civilization disappear, he looks for a spot to camp, driving along winding dirt roads lined with dense trees and heavy air. The highlands are stunning, with rolling hills, rugged cliffs, and open pastures, but the deeper he goes, the more the beauty feels isolating.
No road maintenance, proceed at your own risk. Not that there was much back there anyway. Okay, Yeah, I don't know yet where we're stopping. I haven't decided. Well, this just got very sketchy. Some of the roads here are not the best. And I hate heights, and I also kind of hate having to drive through areas that have heights. But it kind of looks like there's a spot further up ahead that there's actually maybe one or two, so that's kind of ideal. But yeah, this is definitely a wilderness area.
After a long drive along winding coastal roads and forest trails, Angelo finally arrives at the wilderness he's been heading for. As daylight fades, he moves carefully through the highlands, checking each clearing and bend in the road for a spot that feels right, sheltered, level, and far enough from the road to blend into the trees.
All right, let's let that catch, and then we'll add bigger pieces. All this catch, really dry stuff. Wood is cut. Now we just got to set up the tent, Starlink, and then get ready for dinner. Whew. Got a fair amount of wood actually. The only issue is that a lot of it, like I said, is softwood, so it's gonna burn hella quick. Get out of here, mosquitoes. The smoke is working on that side, not so much on this side. I keep hearing something like whining. It sounds like it's coming from down there. It's kind of strange. I don't know what that is, but the barbecue is now piping hot. Everything is pretty much set up except for the stuff inside of the tent, but we will get to that in a bit. For now, I just really need to eat. I am so freaking hungry.
The campsite is nearly set for the night, with a small tent on level ground, a fire burning steadily, and dinner cooking over the coals. Angelo enjoys his meal, warmed by the fire and the quiet of the woods. But the calm is short-lived, as the night will soon bring a shift and the sense of safety will fade.
Well, the sun has set. It is extremely dark out here. For a moment I saw the moon. Where the heck did it go? So just kind of sitting here and just kind of enjoying the quietness. It is getting a little bit breezier, but it's not that cold. It's actually quite enjoyable. It's quite nice. That was one of my favorite spots. Just heard like a car horn or something.
Stories of the area run through his mind. Rumors of a hairy man tied to Bigfoot, strange knocks in the woods, the feeling of being watched. So far, none of it has appeared, just an odd honk from down the road. Angelo walks to the edge of camp, scanning the tree line, but sees nothing. No headlights, no vehicles, just the forest holding its silence. He tries to brush it off, but the strange occurrences are only beginning.
I mean, if there is a Bigfoot, this is probably the area. I mean, there are, like I said, rumors of people, of hikers, like seeing something and hearing something or feeling watched, that sort of thing. So I don't really know, but let's try it with the rocks, I guess, for now. I was gonna start building a fire pit, but to be honest, I don't really have enough rocks available. So, all right, Bigfoot, if you're out here, show yourself. All right, Bigfoot, let's go. I mean, you never know, an area like this, it would only make sense to potentially have something out here. Man, that wind is really picking up tonight. Alright, let's try maybe with the wood instead. Let's try with these. Okay, that was something. That was legit 3 knocks down in that direction.
To test the local legend, he knocks 3 times, and moments later, 3 knocks respond from the darkness. The rhythm matches perfectly, but the source remains hidden beyond his flashlight's reach. The sound instantly heightens his alertness, every instinct on edge, yet it's exactly the kind of moment he came for. So with cautious determination, he decides to investigate further.
Let's see. We're what might actually be out here. Bigfoot? I mean, something was knocking out here repeatedly, so it's creepy out here. Definitely got to be careful because there's definitely some dangerous wildlife out in these parts. Nothing now. Just complete silence. Wow, okay.
Come here.
What in the... What was that? That sounded like a voice, like human.
Angelo clearly heard a faint voice echoing through the dense forest. Unsure at first and hoping to hear it again, he found only silence. After calling out a few times with no response, he eventually returned to camp, feeling confused and uneasy about what had just happened.
Creepy. That is for damn sure. And this fire burns out fast. Just trying to enjoy it a little bit, but the wood out here, just like that, is super soft. Like, I can't find any hardwood at all. I'm sure it's deep in there, but the forest here is so dense. What I'd have to do to go and get it. What was that? Sounded like something like barked almost. What the hell was that? Sounded like it came from that direction again.
Back at camp, a deep, guttural bark echoes. Nothing like a coyote, nothing he can identify. The sound is raw, deliberate, and unnervingly close. In that moment, one thing becomes clear. Angelo is not alone in the deep woods.
What the hell? What is that? What is that? What is that? It just sounds like something's walking out there. Like, right in front of me. What? It legit just sounded like there was something right there. I don't see anything. What is that? I don't know what's going on right now. Guys, I've literally just been sitting here just editing, making the next video for the vlog channel. Haven't heard a single thing, and then all of a sudden it's like the forest just literally came to life. It legit sounded like as if something was moving right here.
Branches move just past the first row of trees, and something large crunches underfoot. He sees only shadows, yet the sounds keep circling just out of view. With each repeat, Angelo's unease grows. Finally, he heads into his tent, hoping the dim light and shelter will steady him, but the night isn't finished.
I'm tired, and it's also so, like, humid and warm right now. Hey, get out of here, mosquito. So, I don't know what's going on out there, but I'm gonna just go straight to sleep and pretend like I didn't hear anything. Hopefully it works. What the hell was that? Something out there. It legit sounded like it was just down there. You know what? I am not going out there. I don't know what the hell is going on tonight, but this is mildly disturbing.
Lying in his tent, Angelo heard strange noises but didn't check, thinking it might be other campers. Still, it felt off since he hadn't seen anyone and the forest was quiet. By morning, there were no signs, no tracks or broken brush, just the feeling that something had been watching. As he drove back, the highlands faded behind him, still holding their secrets. What do you think was out there? Steve Butler is a UK-based van life and outdoor adventure vlogger known for solo wild camping, off-grid cooking, and documenting his nighttime experiences in real time. On October 24th, 2021, he camped in Harwood Forest, United Kingdom. After parking his van, he sets up his tent as daylight fades, gathers firewood, lights a small campfire, and starts preparing dinner. As darkness settles in, the usual sounds of the forest become more noticeable, with rustling branches, distant cracking noises, and wind moving through the trees.
Did you hear that then, folks? No, that wasn't me. Let's hear the twig break. And again. Oh. There we go again, freaking myself out. Bloody wild men and woodsmen and bloody werewolves and all the rest of it. Ooh. So, well, it is Halloween.
Steve admits that he begins to feel as though he is being watched as the wind moves the trees and darkness settles over the forest. Shifting shadows appear at the edge of his vision. Camping alone in a dense woodland makes even ordinary sounds seem as though they are coming from something nearby.
Hello? Why have you been watching me? Hey, mate, what are you doing? Mate, I've got a knife here, mate. There's someone there.
The situation appears to involve another person, rather than anything paranormal. After the initial encounter, the individual remains somewhere nearby, occasionally making noise that Steve can still hear. He stays alert and avoids escalating the situation before returning to his campfire to finish preparing dinner. As he cooks, he talks about local folklore, stories of wild men, and Halloween legends connected to Harwood Forest. By morning, he packs up, leaves the campsite clean, and heads home safely. The experience stands out not because of ghosts, but because of the isolation and the presence of an unknown person, showing that the greatest risk during solo camping can come from real people rather than local legends. Happy Hippie Wild Living is a UK-based wild camping and adventure channel that features overnight stays in unusual outdoor locations, abandoned structures, and remote wilderness areas. On April 10th, 2026, the group camped inside the Corpatch shipwreck in Scotland. As they explored the abandoned vessel, they found missing sections of flooring, exposed gaps, and unstable footing throughout the interior. Despite the risks, they set up their hammocks inside the tilted wreck, where the damaged structure itself posed the greatest hazard.
Have a little crispy seaweed. Want some seaweed, mate?
I'm alright.
Does not look appetizing.
Maybe later.
I'm pretty sure most seaweed is edible anyway, so you should be alright if you find some out. Mmm. You know what it tastes like? Green beans.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds alright.
Really good.
As they move around the shipwreck, the unstable condition of the structure becomes even more obvious. At one point, a phone slips and falls from the wreck onto the beach below, highlighting how little room there is for mistakes. With sloping surfaces and exposed edges throughout the wreck, even simple movements require constant caution.
Yeah, and it's on a tilt as well. You should have seen us walking earlier. Yep, and I've got to go up another level after this. All aboard. There he is, getting into his bedroom. Oh, that looks cozy in there.
Oh, Christ.
As darkness falls, they climb back onto the shipwreck. Crossing the tilted decks becomes much slower as wet surfaces, uneven footing, and fading light make every step more difficult. What began as an exploration quickly turns into a careful effort to move through the wreck safely.
Stairway to heaven. Top of the ship. Here's my boudoir for the night. Oh my god, that is beautiful. It's amazing. This is awesome. What a view. No, thank you. I don't want to fall down there. I don't fancy a dip this evening.
You wouldn't even get that weird, would you?
I guess it's time to get in this beautiful hammock. Just climb on in the window to my bedroom.
They continue climbing through the shipwreck using narrow walkways to reach the upper sections. Higher up, the structure feels even less stable, with steep drop-offs surrounding their sleeping area. From that point on, the overnight stay becomes more about adapting to the damaged ship than camping itself. The combination of tilted surfaces, exposure to the weather, height, and unstable footing creates constant tension. Nothing paranormal occurs during the night, but the condition of the wreck is enough to keep them on edge. By morning, the weather improves, and the atmosphere becomes much calmer. Creepy Outdoors is a paranormal exploration channel hosted by John, who documents solo nighttime investigations in isolated locations. On April 26, 2024, he visited a local churchyard in the United States, where he spent the night exploring and recording his experience.
Everyone, Creepy Outdoors here. Tonight, I'm in a graveyard, and I'll be doing an EVP session by myself with this spirit box over here. Got some pretty good success last time in the forest, so I thought we'd step it up into a graveyard. Should do a little spin around. I'm in one section of it. All right, without further ado, I'm gonna get her going. She's already on the scan. Hit scan right here. Okay.
After turning off his flashlight, John sits in complete darkness, hoping to encourage activity. Soon, a distorted voice comes through the scanning device, making the quiet surroundings feel far less empty.
I'm hearing something weird. Hello? I don't know what it sounded like, but I heard something weird. Just gonna go a little...
Later in the investigation, John says his name aloud. Almost immediately, the spirit box responds with the word Jones. When he lowers his flashlight, he realizes he is standing in front of the headstone of Lieutenant Gordon H. Jones. Near the end of the session, he stops at another grave dating back to 1878 and asks if there are any final messages before he leaves. A clear female voice is then heard through the static.
That was a woman. John Wright, July 23rd, 1878, age 22.
Before leaving, John firmly states that he is ending the investigation and tells anyone present not to follow him. He then switches off his equipment and quietly walks out of the churchyard. The moment that stays with him is not simply hearing a voice, but hearing the name of the person buried beneath the spot where he was standing. Whether coincidence or not, it becomes the most memorable part of the night. A night shift worker at a school in the United States has been recording unusual experiences while alone in the building. He claims that after everyone leaves, the place doesn't stay quiet for long. The footage begins in a foggy parking lot before he enters the school, quietly noting that no one else should be inside. As he walks through the dark hallways, the environment feels unsettling, with empty corridors stretching into darkness, red exit signs glowing, and an overall atmosphere that feels different after hours.
Listo. Les digo, y estoy yo solo.
Several unusual events occur throughout the clip, each making the situation harder to dismiss. A loud mechanical noise suddenly starts when he pauses near a restroom sign, despite no one being around. He then notices a yellow cleaning duster oddly stuck high on the wall near the ceiling, positioned in a way that doesn't make sense. Farther down the corridor, a door slowly opens on its own in the darkness. The most unsettling moment comes near the end when a faint, childlike laugh echoes through the empty hallway. No clear explanation has ever been confirmed for the laugh, and it remains the part of the clip that viewers focus on most. A school is already an eerie place at night, but hearing what sounds like a child laughing in an empty building pushes the footage into far more unsettling territory. The question remains whether it was simply echoes, building noises, and timing, or something still present in those hallways after hours. Moxley's Paranormal World is a UK-based channel where Mox explores reportedly haunted woodlands and abandoned buildings, often spending the night alone. He typically relies on a spirit box while documenting his investigations. This visit took place on April 30th, 2026, in a haunted woodland in the United Kingdom.
Some weird stuff, but he did say the grounds to this place have been shrouded in a lot of paranormal, from shadow figures seen, disembodied voices heard, walking when there's nobody else there, plus, and this is the one that's made me drop everything else, sightings of UFOs dating all the way back to, I think he said, around about the 1960s. So it's going to be absolutely brilliant to get out there, and I'm going to camp overnight at this location to see if I can pick up any of the activity that these were capturing a couple of nights ago, plus what other people have been capturing. So there's been cryptids, UFOs, paranormal activity from shadow figures, disembodied voices, like I've already said. So I'm just going to get my bag together. So the only thing I need to get into my bag, get the tent in, got my food and everything else. So it's coming at a really good time. So yeah, with that, I'll catch you.
The forest becomes unsettling before nightfall. While carrying his gear, Mox hears heavy footsteps moving through the undergrowth. Moments later, the sounds turn into running footsteps heading directly toward him. In the middle of the isolated woodland, the experience leaves him feeling trapped with no clear idea of what is nearby.
Top end. It sounded like somebody was speaking behind me. So I've just stopped for a minute, just to listen. Because there could be other people still out here, because it is only early. Right, after listening for a good 10 minutes, couldn't hear nobody. No, that is what we literally just climbed over. The other side was really rough. Well, I'm just following the trail straight through.
As the sun begins to set, Mox is still putting up his tent when movement in the tree line catches his attention. It does not seem like wind or ordinary wildlife, but something more deliberate. Unable to identify the source, he is left with the strong feeling that someone or something is watching him from the surrounding woods.
And to me right, look at here. I don't know, it's like a groaning noise. But it sounded like it was coming from a person. Like going, Okay. It's freaking odd, wasn't it? Should we put the spirit talker on whilst we're eating? Should we just give it a go? Can't hurt, can it? Getting a noise over there. Okay, is there somebody out here? If there is, would you like to step forward, come and speak to me here tonight? I'm here to communicate with you.
Ralph.
Ralph. Well, hello, Ralph. Ralph, is it you that people have seen out here?
As dusk settles in, Mox sits outside his tent, eating hot noodles, and finally begins to warm up. Suddenly, a low groan comes from just outside the tent. The sound is close and seems too human to ignore. It does not resemble the wind or an animal, leaving him convinced that something is standing only a few feet from his campsite in the darkness.
Through the woods over there. You might be able to see it every now and then. I could hear something. Like talking. I'm just hoping the camera picks it up. Looks like they come this way and they walked all the way around. They were on the other side of that water. And then they started walking this way. Then they started walking down this way. So I just sat at the camp thinking fair enough. Then they got so close and then they started walking off. Then they keep walking back towards. And they keep walking back off again.
As night falls, Mox turns off his lights, hoping to avoid drawing attention to himself. Almost immediately, he hears footsteps crunching through the dry leaves nearby, followed by faint voices that seem to be talking in the darkness. Instead of leaving, he switches on the spirit box, which appears to produce the words Ralph and then hello there. He puts on his boots, lowers the brightness of his flashlight, and heads deeper into the forest to investigate the source of the voices. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.